I am back again with more Iridescent add-on reworks. As I said in the last one, I said I was working on some more ideas, and I have some real interesting ones that I think you all will definitely enjoy. In this video, we're going to be covering an assortment of killers and add-ons, so feel free to skip around using the chapters below. Now, the first one up today is Freddy, and I'm sure all of you know Freddy's add-ons are not the best at all. Iridescent Paintbrush is okay, but I wanted to add something that would strengthen his early game further, as just having people in the dream world alone doesn't really do all that much for him. So, to the current effect of Paintbrush, I added the extra effect of giving Freddy an 8% haste whenever all 4 survivors own their dream world. And to keep people in the dream world as long as possible, survivors would not be able to wake up each other from the dream world along with the failed skill check effect. This speed would make early game Freddy a lot scarier in chase, having the potential to pull early downs despite not being able to teleport yet. Well, we started off with a simple one, now we have another one that is quite a mean change. So, Black Box in its current state is a very situational mini Blood Warden. First off, the duration is only blocked for 15 seconds, and it's only for survivors in the dream world. So I thought, why not make it something that would help you pull off Blood Warden a little bit better? So now, if Freddy opens an exit gate, both gates will be blocked for 25 seconds. This allows him a short amount of time for him to get it down or secure a hook. So there you go. Something that has a counter, but is also a lot scarier since you don't know if he has it, or at least you don't know until it's too late. Plus, who doesn't love a little in-game Fredward? Right? Everyone. No one ever gives Fredward any love. Poor Fredward. Okay, moving on from Freddy's depressive episode, we have the Clown, everybody's favorite big old lovable serial killer. And I mean, I thought, how can we make this serial killer more lovable? I mean, look at him. He's pretty lovable. Easy. Remove Redhead's pinky finger. Now, don't come at me, Clown mains, because I got something that's a little bit more silly. I think you guys would like it, so let's get on into it. Moving from a brown to an iridescent, we have Iridescent Party Bottle. Hitting a survivor with a direct bottle toss will explode with confetti and apply one of the following effects. 1. Clown will laugh at the survivor. 2. The survivor will scream and be unable to interact for 2 seconds, similar to a Dr. Shock. 3. The survivor will be inflicted with exhausted for 5 seconds. 4. The survivor will be inflicted with exposed for 5 seconds. Or, the last one, the survivor will receive a 5% haste for 5 seconds. Now, this effect would have a cooldown of 10 seconds, and just like normal, it would show on the HUD beside your perks. So, I think it's adding a little bit of silliness to the Clown, something that he needs a lot more than, just having Redhead's pinky finger and being unbelievably strong for some reason. So I think having a nice party bottle, random iridescent add-on would be super fun to play with. So, I mean, tell me though, is this a massive Clown W, or was I really the Clown all along? Guys, am I the Clown? Next, we have Nemesis, the big unhooked notification demon himself. Now, his iridescent add-ons are both okay at best. They've never been consistently good, so I thought, let's make them consistently good. Because Nemesis already has a lot going on. He's been overshadowed more and more by new killers, and I think it's time we give him a break. I mean, look at Alien. He's got this big tail. It's like his tentacle, but it does damage, and it's harder to avoid. Nemesis, he just doesn't get a time in the spotlight. Okay, we're done with depressing episodes now, I promise. Our first one, the Shattered Stars badge, is made to give your zombies some more lethality, but with how the zombies work with the increased movement speed, they very often just get stuck, or they're just doing their little dance in a corner. So, this might sound like a bit much, but I'm weaponizing these zombies. Oh yeah. So, now whenever a generator is completed, the zombies get their same increased movement speed, but now they will pursue the nearest survivor regardless of line of sight for 30 seconds. This will make the zombies far more of a threat, and something people would just not want to mess with when the add-on is in play. Now let's talk about the other add-on for Nemesis, the Iridescent Umbrella Badge. When a survivor uses a vaccine, they become exposed for 60 seconds. It's a very strange effect. Most of the time, survivors are not only going to be nowhere near you when using vaccines, they're most likely not going to be healthy as well. So this add-on literally has no effect at that point. So what you'll find is more often than not, you're just going to be wasting your time trying to find the survivor who is exposed. So let's give it a good effect, one that actually wastes their time and not yours. So, an Iridescent Umbrella Badge will now stop survivors from using vaccines for 20 seconds after retrieving it from a case. Hit with Nemesis Tentacle now makes survivors drop their items. So this would not only add a slowdown effect for Nemesis, to possibly, find the survivor before they use their vaccine, but a way to get rid of vaccines being currently held with using his tentacle to make them drop it. I think this allows Nemesis to go against survivors who use their vaccines and chases to force another tentacle hit pretty well. And there you go. It's some Nemesis love. And as it seems with the recent advent of Alien, he's been overshadowed. It's okay, Nemesis. We still love you. I promise. We love you. We love your tunneling behavior. We love just your silly, goofy run. But we're moving on from the big, lovable zombie to the Dredge. Now, the Dredge is another character who has some rough iridescent add-ons, and of course he has the usual terrible exposed add-on in his arsenal. So let's change them both. Sacrificial Knife. This add-on seems to have a very strange effect of just blocking windows when you exit lockers. It can have value, but it does just seem strange. Like, the block window effect is just kind of shoehorned in there. So, let's do something that's a little more fitting. Sacrificial Knife. Exiting a locker on your last token will reveal the aura of all injured survivors for 6 seconds, and inflict them with Oblivious for 16 seconds. This add-on will have a cooldown of 30 seconds once activated. So, this add-on would allow for some very scary locker teleports on some unsuspecting injured survivors. Something that I think not only fits with the name of the add-on, Sacrificial Knife, but fits Dredge's playstyle in general, as this is something that typically happens in Nightfall, but you would be able to do it at any time as long as you use all 3 of your tokens. Now let's talk about the next one. Let's tackle the add-on no one wants in the first place. Iridescent Plank. Everyone is exposed for the last 12 seconds of Nightfall. 12 seconds. Not only is that duration pitiful, it's at the end of your Nightfall, so you're unlikely to find anyone that you've either not hit yet, or you're not even going to be able to find anyone at all. The max value you can get out of this is maybe 1 down at the end of your Nightfall that you wouldn't have got otherwise. So let's make this something that would not only be a great quality of life, but something that's guaranteed to give you value. Iridescent Plank. When entering Nightfall, all locks will be unlocked. There you go. Simple change that makes Dredge something far scarier in Nightfall, because the survivors have to either waste time relocking everything around them, or risk getting sneak attacked very quickly. This helps Dredge by making him far stronger in Nightfall, as he should be, and it's allowing him to have far more free traversal through Nightfall without having to worry about locks, completely wasting all of his duration. Now, of course, survivors can still lock the lockers back, but this would also be, a large waste of time on the survivor's side. So either way, this add-on would prove some value. To end us off, we have another add-on that falls right into that boring exposed pocket. We have Knight's Contract on, who would have guessed, the Knight. This currently makes every 4th guard inflict exposed when chasing a survivor. This add-on not only has a strange requirement of being the 4th guard, but you also don't have full control of this, and it's very possible that the 4th guard ends up chasing an injured survivor, then guess what? This add-on has literally done nothing for you. As you can see, there's a common theme with these iridescent add-ons. So, I thought I'd change the Knight's guards and make them do exactly what you want. And I mean literally. Now, using Guardia Compania will now summon a servant based on the action. Destruction will always use Carnifex. Patrol will always be done by the jailer, and when he spots a survivor, he will become an assassin. Your power delay is now 500% longer. Okay, look, I know 500% sounds like a lot, but it's really a difference of only 3 seconds upgraded to 15. So it actually makes your power have more of a cooldown than just like, like a strange, like very short wait period. However, the strength of this add-on is what it sounds like. Always having the guard you need for what you need them for is pretty strong. This would allow Knight to be far more scary to be around and far more scary to be in chase with. But the Knight can't use his power as randomly as he could before, because if he does, he'll be eating a 15-second cooldown on top of waiting for his guards to stop patrolling. So, I would love to see this add-on in action and just see like what you can do as a Knight player, having literally every guard you need for every situation you have. I just would like to see that in play. I think it would be very interesting. Considering he can't spam guards as randomly as he can now, I think it would offer a completely different playstyle, one that's a lot more reserved when it comes to the use of his guards. Well, there you go. Some more iridescent add-ons. Ones that I think were far more interesting. Tell me what you guys thought about these add-ons. And also, thank you guys for over 100 subscribers. The achievements video itself got so many views, so many more than I expected it to get. And I cannot thank you guys enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.